up, you can't ignore it.
Happy Sunday! It's the last 503 Motoring Sunday Church event we're going to go to here in Portland. And today is going to be a special one because not only is it the last one, it's also snowing. That's right. We are going to take the all-wheel drive 911 through the snow. And no, I do not have winter tires. For all those people saying, oh, you have winter tires. No, I have all season tires. I have Continental, DWS, I always got to say it in my head, dry, wet, snow. DWS 06 Plus that are snow rated. So I'm going to take those, and we'll talk about those in a minute. And speaking of things I'm going to take, because if I'm going to do stupid things in the snow, you might as well have your Total Amateur t-shirt. Get your Auto Amateur sweatshirts, t-shirts at autoamateur.com/shop. Today's sponsor is Auto Amateur. Thank you for the sweat hoodie. It's keeping me warm on a day just like today. All right, first thing we're gonna do, I love doing this. My neighbors hate it. I love it. Start the car up cold in the morning. That's why I got the window open, so we can hear it. Who doesn't love that sound? Give it a flip. And you could see just from right there, let me zoom in. See the tread pattern? These tires really dig in the snow. I love these tires in the snow. I'll talk more about that here in a minute. Let's just enjoy the drive. No slipping. I stepped on the gas, stepped on the brakes, did not slip. No traction loss, no traction light, nothing, just grip. My only disappointment is they said we were gonna have a white Christmas, and today is December 26th. So they were wrong by one day. Oh well, it's a beautiful day, it's snowing, and we're driving a Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. What could be better? All right, so why did we choose, I talked about this in a previous video, but I just want to recap it. Why did we choose these tires versus winter tires? Right now, in this condition, winter tires are better. Let's just put that out there. I'm not saying these tires are better than winter tires. In these conditions, winter tires are better. But the reason we chose these tires, or I chose these tires, was because I live in the Pacific Northwest. I used to live in Seattle when I bought this car, and now I live in Portland. I used to go back and forth between the two cities, but now I live in Portland full time. And also, I lived in Germany for 11 years. And so I lived in southern Germany mostly, in Bavaria. And so I've been in deep snow and been to the Alps and been in all kinds of winter weather with both winter and all-season tires. Now, sure, winter tires are better. We said that again. I'm going to reiterate that. Winter tires are better. But I don't live in Minnesota like my friend Auto Amateur. I don't live in the Northeast like Dropped Baby One. You guys know who that is. Or my other good friend, Mr. J. Reed. Those guys get lots of snow, especially Minnesota. Minnesota gets tons of snow. I don't get so much. We don't get that much snow here in the Pacific Northwest, in the valleys. Now in the mountains and the Cascades, oh yeah, hell yeah, it snows like crazy. And if you ever have to cross a mountain pass or go into the Cascades, absolutely you should have winter tires. But I don't. So because I don't, and I don't live there, it's not a concern for me. I live in pretty much at sea level. My house is it's almost 1,000 feet, but I live on a hill. So we get some snow. It doesn't snow the whole winter. It only snows for a little bit, then it goes away. So we get like a snow a few days, then it's gone a week later, and then it doesn't snow again. Occasionally, every couple of years, you'll get hard, heavy snow, and it sticks around for a good week or two. but that's not common. That's very uncommon. So here you get mostly temperature in the 30s and 40s, and you get rain. So all-season tires work great in this environment. Another big reason why I have all-season tires versus full winter tires is because I like to take road trips in my cars. I like to go to California, and imagine you're up here and you have winter tires, and it's, you know, in the 30s, or even if it's in the 20s, and you head down to Southern California, and then the temperature in Southern California is down in the 60s and 70s, and you have winter tires. They're going to suffer. They're going to deteriorate fast. They're not going to have performance. Actually exactly about a year ago I did that. I left here. I went to a couple mountain passes. The roads were clean. I mean, there was snow on the sides, but it wasn't bad, and I had all season tires. As soon as I got down to past San Jose, I think the lowest temperature I saw was probably 65. I remember being in LA and riding my skateboard in Venice Beach on the boardwalk, and it was probably 80 degrees. So imagine you have winter tires when it's 80 degrees. That's why I got all season tires. All right, this road here, completely snow covered, and I have no problem. I turned left, came to a stop. I have not slid. I have not lost traction. When I accelerate, I have no loss of traction with these tires. Now, of course, I'm using common sense because I'm driving in the snow in winter conditions. Don't step on the gas hard. Don't ever slam on the brakes. You know, plan your turns and your stops ahead of time. Just use a lot of common sense. All right, I had my first little slide. It was tiny. I was making a right-hand 90-degree turn, but like I said, this car has all-wheel drive, and these tires are really grippy in the snow. So when I turned and I had a baby slide, let's call it that, it was so predictable. So like it slid for like a millisecond, and then because of the all-wheel drive system, it just traction reconnected, and I just kept on driving as I'm driving right now. Now, are we gonna do stupid stuff in the car in the snow? Most definitely, but we're not gonna do it right this second. We want to get to 503 Motoring first, and probably not gonna have any Ferraris and Lambos out here today. I'm sure we're gonna have Porsches, some Beamers, some other stuff, and then we will play in the snow. This is a great parking lot I could play in. Problem is there's lots of speed bumps here, and they're getting covered with snow, so it's hard to see. So we just arrived, and I'm glad to see I'm not the only Porsche here.
I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, vintage frames on my face, looking like I'm from the deep. These no Cartiers, pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. Whoa, whoa. I press the button and the doors go up like. Thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. E be the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, you don't no say. Okay, this the news, tell them read it. Been the one since a fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a no, no, no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head.
So the turnout was as expected. It was a lot less cars than normal because it's snowing, of course. But actually Lamborghini showed up, which was kind of surprising. He had all-wheel drive, he had winter tires, really nice car. I can't tell you what year it was, but all I remember it was a newer Lamborghini Gallardo, but really, really nice. And we got a new t-shirt. our sweatshirt, and now we're driving home. But we're gonna go do some photos here in the winter snow. All right. Okay, as promised, Leo's gonna ride with me. We're gonna do stupid stuff in the snow with the Porsche 911, with all the nannies, traction control, etc. Yeah.